Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. It is, believe it or not, Thursday. Holy cow, it's the 23rd of March. We just kind of like cruise through these months now.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Basically blink and it's over. Today is National Chia Day. Do you ever have a chia pet?
I have not.
Nor have I. I've always thought that'd be kind of cool, but I never had one. National Chip and Dip Day. I love chips. I love dips. Yum. Melba Toast Day. It's that cute little tiny toast. National Near Miss Day. National Puppy Day. We've got a puppy.
We have a beautiful
our
puppy.
Our puppy's taking a nap right now in the studio, actually. Our daughter's visiting, and our puppy is pretty wound up because my daughter has her puppies with us, with her rather. So yeah, our puppy's she's
exhausted.
She's crashed. National Tamale Day today as well. And it is a Thursday, so we have a Dear John letter to get to. We'll do that before the program is done. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. This might ring true for parents. Only 14% of parents feel they get enough parenting breaks every day. Do you get enough parenting breaks, Heidi? Our kids are grown and gone.
Yeah, our kids aren't in the house, so...
Survey of 2,000 U.S. parents ages 5 to 18 found sometimes they feel they need to get creative to take a break, including 40% hide in the bathroom, 34% pretend to be asleep, 59% of parents say they sometimes get help from their own parents when they need rest and recharging. So some must-haves when dropping the kids off with grandma and grandpa. They say snacks, number one, 57%. Toys, 56%. Wet wipes, 55%. I'm assuming that's for the younger ones. And arts and craft supplies, 55%. So... do we need a study for this?
I don't believe we needed a study for this, no.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know those vitamins and supplements you take might, maybe, not even help, according to a new study? They say that a lot of the stuff people are taking are maybe a waste of money.
Well, I remember hearing a study about this years ago.
Yeah, like they get all the way through digested and nothing
right,
breaks.
like somebody who worked the sewer system or something in New York City said he was always amazed at the number of pills that are just floating down there from vitamins.
Researchers from Northwestern University say the health benefits are mainly in your mind, and some do more harm than good, according to this. Systematic review of 84 different studies found insufficient evidence that taking multivitamins and single supplements prevent cardiovascular disease or cancer. In fact, the research specifically advised against taking beta-carotene supplements because of possible increased risk of lung cancer. Research team said there's no, quote, magic set of pills to keep you healthy, end quote. They say the magic bullets are diet and exercise. Yeah, who's got time for that?
Of course.
Right.
Same old song and dance.
Don't know everything, but now we know this.
Let's keep doing studies till we get the answers we want.
Keep on looking. Find something for me now. Thanks for listening.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. It's not surprising that Paramount CEO Bob Bashkin is bullish about his studio's next big summer blockbuster, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. He couldn't hold back his hype, though, for the two-part blockbuster. He recently chatted a little bit about that, and we're going to see, some familiar faces, Tom Cruise and others. Jamie Lee Curtis called on Bruce Springsteen, I love this, to play some afternoon concerts, could you? She's talking about, it's too late for people my age to go to these concerts. And she's like, all of these other people are doing it. She goes, why couldn't you start like at, 2 in the afternoon, and we could be in bed by 7:30.
Wow.
And Prime Video subscribers maybe have already had a chance to see the trailers, but Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves, it's going to be in theaters in a couple weeks, but apparently it's out right now, exclusive, set for March 19th. Did we miss that? Yeah, we already missed that.
I wouldn't say we missed
Oops.
anything.
Well, some people saw it on the internet, and I was not. Anyway, Dungeons and Dragons premieres worldwide on March 31st.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. NASA says their testing revealed that Mars once contained the elements to support life. So they're
Once did.
Yeah, I don't know if it still does, but at least it did at one point. So, And this is interesting. Rival managers and leading figures from the world of soccer have helped raise 845.7 million Turkish liras, which is the equivalent of 44.8 million US dollars. And they did this in a single day. And they did this for the victims of last month's devastating earthquake that killed more than 44,000 people in Turkey. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
All these people, they're competitors, Heidi. And they came together to work together to raise some money. I love that. I think that we should see more of this stuff. This is neat. The fundraising telethon featured numerous famous soccer players and managers supporting this fundraising campaign. It's set to run until June 15th, so it's still going. In another heartwarming moment, a packed Istanbul soccer stadium rained teddy bears down to the field in donation and support
I saw this.
for the children affected by the earthquake.
I saw that video. That was so cool.
It said, at exactly the 17th second of the 4th minute of the match, which corresponded to the time of the first earthquake, the supporters threw stuffed animals and scarves and other toys onto the pitch, all of which can be delivered to the children in the earthquake-hit areas. There's a video, by the way, if you want to see that. I've got a link to the YouTube video. It is pretty cool to see that. That's a lot of people, by the way. There were a ton of people in that stadium. It was packed. And I know there are people in some parts of the country, some parts of the world, rather, that are really, really into soccer, and there's other parts that are not really, really into soccer. So I'm not a sports guy, period. So it doesn't matter if, if it was right here in my front yard, I probably wouldn't be at the game. Not because I dislike it, I just am not interested in it.
Right.
But I love the fact that these teams who are rivals came together and
to
did
do
this.
something good.
Yeah, and they're still doing it all the way through June 15th. More info in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
It's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, I'm excited to see what Heidi has to say about this. Here's our Dear John letter for this week. Dear John, I have a dilemma. I've been with my wife for 6 years now. We've been married for 4. I have 2 teenage boys and a 14-year-old daughter from a previous marriage. My wife has always wanted a child of her own. She's 30, I'm 49. We get along great, but I'm not sure I want another child. There's so many complications for me. First, I don't want to have to put a 4th kid through college, especially when that new baby will be college age when I'm about 67. Second, this is going to create a lot of problems with my much older children. And third, kids are a lot of work. I'm past that stage of my life. I don't really want to start over with another family. So far, I've been putting it off, but it's more than that. I really don't want another kid, and I don't know how to tell her. You'll probably say we should have talked about this before we were married. Well, I did, and she knew it, but now she wants to revisit that. What do? I love my wife, and I do not want to lose her over this, but I also can't afford another child at this point in my life. Any ideas? Signed, I'm too dang old for this. All right, Heidi, what do you say?
I say it is what it is. I mean, you don't want a child, you don't bring a child, because the child won't be treated. If you don't want it, you don't want a child in your life that you don't want.
And that would be really bad if you do, get pressured into having a child, and then you treat that child differently. There'll be resentment and all kinds of issues. Again, like he said at the tail end of the letter, you'll probably say I should have talked about this before we were married. I think that you go back to that because you did talk about this and you both agreed. And, you can also, here's one of the things that you can say is you have 3 children now.
Yep.
These 3 children that
soon we'll have grandchildren.
Exactly.
So let's wait for that.
Yeah. And it says I have 2 teenage boys and a 14-year-old girl. So I don't know if the teenage boys are older than her or younger or where they are, but either way, you are probably within a decade or so of having grandchildren.
Yeah.
And at that point, then here's the best of both worlds. First of all, you don't have to send those grandkids to school.
Exactly.
Like the parents do that. And you get to, give them all kinds of candy and have all kinds of fun and get them all hyped up and then send them home for mom and dad to deal with. So
yeah, I would say absolutely not. If it's something you don't want, I'm sorry, but you knew this when we got married. And
I know somebody who went through something very, very similar. And the sad thing is that did end their relationship. She wanted to have another child. He didn't want to have another child. They ended up no longer being together. She had another child, and he had another child with somebody else. So they ended up with 2 more children. But I'm not saying that's going to happen here. What I am saying is, if you don't want to have a child, I don't know what else you could possibly do other than just say, I just can't. No. I can't do it.
No.
And, she's 30, so it is still physically possible for her to have a child. But again, with teenage kids, I'm telling you, that would be tough. My wife and I, our kids, how old are our kids? 21 and 26? Holy cow. And we have friends our age who have like little kids.
Yeah.
They're like 6 years old and 5 years old.
I couldn't imagine.
And I see them and I go, my back hurts when I bend over to put my socks on.
Exactly.
I can't even imagine trying to play with a kid.
Yeah.
And this guy said he's 49. I'm like right in that neighborhood too. I'm right behind you. So it would be really tough for me at this point in my life to say, I think we should have another child. At the end of the day,
we're finally to the point where we're looking forward to traveling. We're looking forward, and you'd be giving all of that up.
That's a conversation to have with her as well.
Yeah.
So if you say this, if you go, hey, you know what? Instead of having a child, like we already agreed that we were not going to have a child, let's start putting some money away. So when our kids graduate, we can go and find out where she wants to go. Like, what is her dream vacation destination? Where would she like to go? And then instead of a child, you could start planning for that. And again, keep in mind, you'll probably have grandchildren soon enough. Again, don't know the age of the teenage boys, 14-year-old girl, so hopefully not super, super soon with young teenage. But either way, again, I think that would be a real tough thing. I do appreciate the advice other people have chimed in with, and you can do that as well. If you have some advice for I'm too old for this, you can chime in at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Again, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Leather products like handbags or shoes can be polished with the inside of a banana skin.
I don't think I would try that.
It's like, what happened to your bag? Some idiot on the radio told me to, never mind. If I see that John, I'm going to punch him in the... Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Nearly every brand of hard liquor is vegan. Huh. I never thought about that, but I suppose it is. Not a lot of meat in liquor.
No.
All right, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A 2010 study found that people fluent in multiple languages almost always swear in their native tongue. I've actually seen that before. somebody that all of a sudden they just went on this rampage. I'm like, what was that all about? And her husband said, she's very angry. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Los Angeles Coroner's Department has a gift shop. Why? What in the world? And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that,
Puma,
John?
cougar, panther, and mountain lions are all names for the exact same animal. The scientific name, by the way, is puma, but they're all the same. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. 32% of men wear this because they believe it improves their appearance. What is it?
Toupees.
No, close though. Hairspray. 32% of men wear hairspray. They think it improves their appearance. I do not.
No.
I don't know.
You don't do anything to improve your appearance.
I don't. I did ask for a new nose hair trimmer. Does that count? This was tangled up. I need a new one. All right, Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Some parents in the UK were left in disbelief after a nursery school chain sent out a handbook urging parents not to call their daughters pretty or princess.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is in United Kingdom. They're saying that you should quit using those things. Don't say those words. Okay, bite your tongue over there, Heidi. I know you want to get angry. Just don't do it. The handbook states it's so easy to fall into the pattern of praising a girl for her appearance, saying things like, you look so pretty, or labeling her behavior as good or congratulating her when she does something perfectly. It urges parents to reflect, though, on how they're raising their daughters. It also suggests the parents eliminate gender-based references for children like princess and tomboy. Young ladies don't behave that way, things like that. The guide advises parents of gender language and fills their homes with books and toys and decor to not conform to specific gender roles. So, again, this is the daycare, Bright Horizons, and they're telling people how to raise their own children. So I don't think that went over really well.
I'd be finding a new daycare
There's a lot of folks that have
fast.
done exactly that. So they're saying, hey, you know what? Instead of that, I'm going to just go
How
somewhere
about
else.
I do this instead?
So, and again, some people are probably super excited about this kind of thing. If you're interested in more information, I do have a link, all of the details, in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. I have a list of riddles. All right, see if you can get any of these right. What has to be broken before you can use it? An egg. I am the beginning of everything, the end of everywhere. I'm the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I?
I don't know.
The letter E, the beginning of everything, the end of everywhere. See?
I was thinking something else.
I add lots of flavor and have many layers, but if you get too close, I'll make you cry. What am I? An onion.
Jeez.
If you
This
drop,
is
I'm not saying it's good. If you drop a yellow hat in the Red Sea, what does it become?
I don't know.
Wet. That was a simple one. And our final. I'm tall when I'm young, and I'm short when I'm old. What am I?
What?
A candle. Yeah. I've got all the questions and all the answers for today's riddles from the list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com. dearjon.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today from Henny Youngman, a comedian from back in the day.
Yeah.
He says, if you're going to do something tonight that you'll be sorry for tomorrow morning, sleep late. So, all right.
Great advice.
Have fun tonight and just don't think about it tomorrow, is basically what he said. All right. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com, and I cannot believe we are just a week away from their giveaway because it is next Friday, the
Isn't
31st.
that crazy?
The Cancun vacation. All of the details can be found at the website. Well, you can go to our website, johnandheidishow.com.
Yep.
That would actually be really easy. johnandheidishow.com. And I love this story. This is such a cool story. And it reminds you that there are all kinds of people that are all different people, but happiness is something that anybody can find. And this dude looks like one of the happiest people I've ever seen. An entrepreneur with autism is inspiring others with his pretzel business. This is in Annapolis. He's inspiring people with autism and other people with disabilities. Marcus Moore started More Crunch last October with two simple things. He said, I like snacking and I like pretzels. He's 29. He has autism. Although he's worked at a local grocery store over the years, he's wanted to grow and be self-sufficient and do his own thing. He said, I have autism and I didn't like that I couldn't take care of myself without the help of my parents. They loved me and I love them, but I'm also trying to live on my own and fit in where I can. I also love pretzels, so I thought I'd see if people would love pretzels as much as I do, and I started More Crunch. Since the start, he's sold over 600 bags of pretzels. Several stores carry his product, and his business is booming. This is kind of a cool thing, really.
It's really cool. I love that.
He said the pretzels are cinnamon sugar, Maryland crab, garlic
Yum.
ranch, buffalo, and smokehouse ranch. His newfound success, Moore is thinking about his next steps, like finding a commercial kitchen and hiring people with autism and disabilities to help him.
That's great.
You can actually find a link. I'm going to click on here and make sure that it works before I tell you. Yeah, there is a link. And I'll actually put it in the show notes as well. Oh, right on the top. Due to overwhelming response, there's a delay in getting your order.
Oh,
so
wow,
please be
that's
patient.
fantastic.
How cool
Good
is that?
for him.
I've got a link to all of this in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.